Look at this. We're going to interrupt that headline to bring you a live picture. This is the Vatican right now, and it looked like that smoke indeed was black. So what that means is, as the conclave just got underway, the first vote is done and no new pontiff has been selected. Not overall surprising news. We do have Joe St. George standing by in Rome. We're working to get him up right now. And look at just like that, there he is. Joe, you've been in Rome for the past few days. You've been previewing this first vote. This is the first of what we expect, a number of votes. Let's get your reaction to what we just saw.
Well, you know, it's difficult to predict what happens in a conclave, but this was predicted. You know, I've spoken with a few priests here in Rome since I landed late on Saturday, and everyone told me, don't think that white smoke is going to happen on day one. And that's because, first off, it rarely happens. Day two is really the big day. Pope Francis was elected after 5 rounds of voting. Pope Benedict after 4 rounds of voting. It took 8 rounds of voting for Pope John Paul II. So to have somebody win the papacy after 1 round, I mean, that would take a remarkable individual. The magic number has been 89, is 89. Presuming that 133 of the cardinal electors did participate, you'll need 89 to win the papacy, and that's a very difficult number. One Vatican insider told me he thought that maybe Cardinal Parolin from Italy may have 30 or 35 cardinals in the first round, and he was considered the one in polling position, as they like to say here in Italy, the favorite going in. So in many ways, this first round, as depicted in the movie The Conclave, right? I think a lot of non-Catholics especially have been fascinated with this conclave process because of what Hollywood has done in recent years with this entire with the entire conclave process. Round one is oftentimes the test vote. You see, okay, who is really popular? Who is not really popular? You know, sometimes the media, especially the Catholic media, may declare one cardinal a leading candidate, and you get in the room and turns out not as popular as you thought. Other times, someone that we may not have talked about or prepared a graphic for is prepared. So black smoke on this day one. This is expected to be the only vote here on day one of the conclave. Andrew Rafferty, tomorrow is when we expect upwards of 4 rounds of voting, and that's why the odds of getting a pope tomorrow are considerably higher than getting a pope here on day one, Andrew.